Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome to Overcomers Connect with AB and Beck. So, if you're tuning in for the first time, in this program, we talk about our life, we share our life experiences, stories of triumphs over trials, success stories, and just talk about anything we are comfortable sharing. Okay? So today, our first caller, our first guest is in London, England. So we're going all the way to London, England. Okay? Hello.
Hello. I'm back.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm back.
Yes, it's Abby Ambek, Overcomers Connect. How you doing,
Yeah,
Mr. Ade?
yeah. I'm studying from London, England.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Call.
reaching out.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
please, what's your Overcomer story that you would like to share with us today?
Ah, is well, is one of when I traveled back to Nigeria, precisely Osun State. I came from Osun State. My
Okay,
family is in the state.
okay.
So I have a very bitter experience when I
Oh,
just say let me go back to my to pay back to my roots, my hometown. You
okay.
know, I had a very bitter experience.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
As
that.
yeah.
Hmm.
You know, being we have a large family like that. When you get home, you would like to do some kind of help to some needies, among the
Yes,
family, by giving them some maybe cash, help them in their needs, in their, you know.
yes.
So, in fact, it's not if I remember the experience. In fact, it's not something that palatable at all.
Oh,
You know.
oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry to hear that.
honestly. Honestly. So it's not perfect. Let me just it's a long story, but to cut the story short, I'm going to give you summary of it.
Okay,
You
thank
understand?
you.
So
Okay.
yeah. So by giving harms, that's why in our culture, people are afraid of giving especially cash, giving cash hand to hand. You know,
Okay.
you know, I when I travel back, I used to send some money. So the last time I went, well, that was 2 years ago when I
Okay.
went to Osun State.
Okay.
No, then went back to London.
Okay.
When I get back to London, I started having a kind of maybe a kind of cold. Started with cold. I was rushed to hospital. uh, you know, as if I'm going to, I can't, not able to breathe very well again.
Oh my
You know,
God.
I will not rush to hospital, to go
Oh.
and see maybe I've contacted some kind of malaria in when I was in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So I'm
Mm.
getting there. They did all kind of, daily it was getting worse. Ah, you know, to the extent that I started vomiting blood.
Oh my God.
Blood was coming out of my blood started coming out of my anus, from my mouth, from the nose,
Oh my goodness.
body. You know, you know, in the point of I was even losing hope. What's happened? Am I going to survive this ordeal? You know. So they did all kind of tests for me, but they couldn't discern what
Really?
really happened.
Mm.
They couldn't diagnose the real sickness.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
I lost hope. Honestly, I lost hope.
Oh, oh
I lost hope. You know, I
my
lost
God.
hope. So, but you know, at home, I have some prayer warriors at home
Okay.
from the family, from friends, you
Okay.
know, who are helping me with their own, you know, being a Yoruba from Osun State,
Hmm.
you know, they were helping me with their own spiritual, spiritual things, you know.
Yes.
Until when I had that, you know, when in London, they couldn't, the hospital could not detect what really happened to me.
Okay,
You know, they
so
couldn't tell.
just
But
one
it was
second, Mr. Ade. Just one second.
yeah,
So let me just see if I understand the story better. So you said you went to
yeah,
Nigeria. You visited Nigeria
yeah,
2 years ago, and you are somebody who
yeah,
likes to help people. You like to give people money, give
yeah,
people gift. Just try to
yeah,
do your best to see how you can
yeah,
give back to your people. So, but when you came back,
exactly.
you became sick, right?
Yeah,
And then you were
yeah,
admitted in the hospital, you were bleeding through every part of your body, your skin was
yeah,
peeling
exactly.
off, and then the doctors could not diagnose what was wrong with you.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
Okay, and then,
So,
and
so here's the
okay,
thing.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So, so, you know, everybody was there. Everybody at home was afraid that maybe you know, it I've already, I've lost hope. You know, until when I got a revelation from home that it was through somebody that needed a kind of I couldn't provide for the person that I gave money hand in hand, that I couldn't provide up to what he requested for.
Wow.
You understand? I cannot say I give it. You understand?
Oh,
He has
I'll
to.
come in again. I'll come in again, please. So
Yeah.
you saying
Okay. Okay.
when you got home, you the people who were helping you pray back home, your family members,
Exactly.
you know, they
Exactly.
came up with a revelation, right? That it was somebody
Yeah.
you gave money to, somebody who requested help from you, and you just could not
Yes,
give
sir.
them everything they asked for, but you gave them what you had. So they
Exactly.
said, is that
Exactly.
person who is punishing you, or I don't understand.
Yeah. They said. Yeah. Yeah. They even mentioned in the I can't mention, but they even said they said categorically. They mentioned the person's name.
Oh, they
So,
mentioned the
but
person's name to you, that this is the person
yes,
that is causing the
exactly,
sickness.
exactly,
Oh my goodness.
exactly.
Okay.
There's mention the person's name who is my sickness, you know.
Okay. Okay.
But they know what to do. They say they know what to do. They are going to do their own traditional
Way to fight it.
stuff at home.
Okay.
To
Okay.
fight, yes, to counter
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So they started. The hospitals in London are doing their own too. So
Okay.
until I now get better, you know,
Okay. Okay.
I got better. Maybe I don't know. Maybe the course now went back to the understand. I got better also, you know. So but thank God I survived it. Many people couldn't. I think people who had that kind of experience, though that was the first experience I had. Before
Okay.
I don't believe in all these kind of things, but now, but when I got better, I now say, oh, it's a bitter experience to me, which
Oh, I can only
I started
imagine.
this kind of,
I can only
as
imagine
a,
you being in the hospital, like bleeding through every
ah,
part of your body, and then the
in fact,
doctors could not diagnose what was wrong. So, like, how long did you stay in the hospital, Mr. Ade?
it's come up to 9 months, got into
9 months in the
9 months.
hospital.
Yes, nine
Okay,
months. Yeah,
okay.
9 months.
So
Got into, yeah.
did you go back to Nigeria since then, or after your family did all the spiritual
I
work?
can't, I can't, I can't, I
Oh,
can't, I can't.
oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
even if I hear nine before calling Nigeria, no, no, I can't.
Oh,
I don't advise. I don't go to Nigeria anymore. I
I'm
can't.
so
I don't even dream
I'm
of
so
going to
sorry
Nigeria
for
back.
your
You know.
experience. I'm so sorry to hear you went through that. So, but how are you feeling
I'm telling
now?
you.
How
Yeah,
have you been
better,
coping?
better.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
feel okay. I feel okay.
Oh, thank God.
Only,
Thank goodness.
only that, when I remember such
It's traumatic.
It's not
It's
something that
traumatic. It's a traumatic experience.
exactly. It's traumatic. Exactly. It's a
Oh,
traumatic experience.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry
it's
to
not
hear
true.
that you went through all that. Yeah,
Oh,
okay. So now you feel better. Thank goodness for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've recovered. I've recovered.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your story. So please,
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
I let you go. What
Okay.
advice do you have for people listening to you right now and people viewing you? I mean, listening to this
Ah.
program, my viewers. What advice do
Oh.
you have for
Yeah.
people who might be going
Thank you,
through
Miss Amber.
similar
Th-
experiences
th-
like yourself?
Thank you very much for that question.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you very much. It's a
welcome. You're
very, very
welcome.
vital question. This is going to, my advice to people, to colleagues, and some other people who are not seeing uh, the intention of going back home, going back to Nigeria.
Mm.
I rather advise them to shed, to not to go, not to go back, not to go to Nigeria. I don't know, but if you are maybe, but if you are powerful enough, you have the antidote. So whatever you are going to face, yeah, you can go. But if you don't have, I advise you to stay. Just stay wherever you are. Don't go back to Nigeria. I don't advise you to go.
Okay.
But, but that's the advice I will
I can
I'll
I
give
can
you.
I
I
can
can give
only
them.
imagine. I can
Yeah.
only imagine. It was a very traumatic experience for you.
It's a very, very traumatic.
Yes.
For
Oh,
me to have
so
survived, many people may not be able to survive, so I don't
I
advise them to
know.
go. To
Okay.
go.
Okay.
I don't
Thank you.
advise.
They will hear. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Mr. Ade.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for calling
Thank you for
us.
having me. Thank you for
Okay.
having
You're
thank you
welcome
for having me. Thank
anytime.
you for having me.
Anytime.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
yes.
And
Anytime.
keep strong.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh my goodness. What an experience. That was a very touching story from our first caller. So now we're going to go straight. We're going to go to our second caller of the day. And we are going all the way to Amsterdam in Holland. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Miss Amberg.
How are you? It's me, Miss Hambeck, Overcomers Connect. Am I speaking to Mr. Johnson?
All right, this is Mr. Johnson. I'm very happy to hear from you. I haven't written you. I just thought you were not going to get back to me.
Of course
I'm
I
so happy.
will. When I saw your message, I'm like, come on now. Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
so much for your support
I
anyways.
really, I really appreciate your taking up my call.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. So please,
All right.
what is your Overcomers story? What would you like to share with us today?
Honestly, it's so huge. I wouldn't know where to start from. Honestly.
Just start from anywhere. I'm all ears, okay? Just take your time.
Okay.
But just try to make it concise, summarize it, give me the short version.
Okay. Uh, it goes like this.
Okay.
As you know, I live nearly all my life in the Netherlands, that is Amsterdam,
Okay.
and I'm the type who believe in working hard, and I've really worked hard for myself.
Okay.
And I won't lie you, all the proceeds I made through my hard working, I am those that believe, in retirement back home.
Okay.
So I'll make sure I invest all the proceeds, all the monies in Nigeria,
Okay.
into properties, hostels, hoteling,
Yeah.
and apartments.
Okay. That's huge.
So based on that, I do go to Nigeria sometimes, most times, to check on the businesses and whatever.
Okay.
In one of the time I visited, I had it, I don't know. My body changed. Before I knew what was happening, things went so bad. My hair started deteriorating.
Oh my goodness.
To the extent that I couldn't even know where I was. I never knew whether I was alive,
Aww.
or even knew where I was either.
Mm-hmm.
From hospital to hospital,
Yeah.
Eventually, that is where a wife is supposed to come in. My wife will be married for over 20 years. I was in the hospital expecting to get her to come and be by my side.
Yeah.
She never turned up. Only for her to come. One of those days, I was only told, because I told you earlier that I wasn't functioning. I was just there.
Okay, you weren't cognizant of what was happening.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Wasn't able to know what was going on at all.
Okay.
So she came.
Yeah.
She came with a lawyer.
To the hospital?
To the hospital, yeah. Prepared the will.
Prepared what?
And a will.
A will?
Right.
Okay.
Posting that is what I wrote,
Okay.
And got my hand to, thumbprint and even hold my, hand with a pen, however, to sign a signature, which was not very, very corresponding to my signature, but it was almost.
Okay.
That was how.
Mr. Johnson,
yeah.
I think I will come in here. So let me just see if we, because the audience is good, they really understand what is going on. This is quite a touching story. So you said you a businessman. You go to Nigeria. You are into real estate. You have hotels.
Right.
You have lots of properties and all that, right? And then
Sure,
you went to Nigeria on one of those occasions. When you came back, you fell sick, correct?
All right.
And then you were admitted in a hospital. Kind of
I
unconscious.
was in the hospital, right?
Yeah. You were in cognizance of what was happening and all that. And your wife,
All that.
that you've been married for 20 years, that you thought she was going, as everybody would think when they are partnered, right? That your wife was going to take care of you and be there with you. So, but to your greatest surprise, your wife showed up one day with a lawyer.
Yeah.
With a lawyer and a written will, correct?
Yes, with a written will.
She showed up with a written will and then took your hand and made you to sign it.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened, please? Go ahead.
Then, I never heard of her coming till after some times I started to get my consciousness back.
Aww.
Before I started learning how to walk again.
Wow.
And, so thank God I got myself back and I went back. I started I started recovering all the she have sold some of the properties. She have taken possession of most of them. So at least by the grace of God, today I've been able to recover more than 85% of the properties.
Oh, thank God for you. Good for you.
There are litigations going on in some of in the other ones. So, but I know that I'm going to be, I'm going to be victorious at the end of it all.
Oh my goodness! What a touching story! Wow. So, but how are you feeling now? Are you are out of the hospital now? Okay.
Lot better. I'm back to my feet.
Oh my 100%. Goodness! Thank God for you. Wow. So where is your wife now?
I don't know.
Okay,
even the children, she even turned up the children against me,
She turned your children against you. How many children do you have, if I may ask?
I have four kids.
And she turned all of them against you too?
You're right,
Okay. So are you still married, even though you can't find her? Are you still married?
No,
Oh,
I've divorced. No, I've found a divorce, and the divorce is successful. So I'm not married to her.
oh, okay, okay. So now you are just, you're recovering, you're recuperating, and you're feeling better for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much for sharing this story. It's quite a touching story. So, but before I let you go, is there any advice you want to share with the viewers, for people listening, and then, for
Uh,
people going through similar challenges, you know?
I will only tell, especially myself, the male, that is the men,
Men,
to be
okay,
very, very, yeah, to be very, very prayerful,
okay,
and they should be watchful.
okay.
And that idea of saying love, 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 I think is very far off from it.
Oh, okay,
They should make sure they involve their own family, his own family too, in what he's doing. Because my ex-wife, she makes sure she sidelined every member of my family. That was why she was able to do all what she did.
oh,
All
okay,
right.
okay,
So that's my advice.
okay. So that men should be very careful.
To be very, very careful, irrespective of the years. If somebody I've married to for over 20 something years can turn to a snake overnight. So you should know that age has nothing to do with it.
Okay,
You have to be very, very careful and be prayerful.
okay,
You know.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so, so much, Mr. Johnson. Thank you
All
for
right.
calling
Thank you,
us. I
Miss
appreciate you
Albert. I'm
sharing this with
happy.
us.
I'm very happy talking to you. At least interesting.
Thank you. And
All right.
stay strong, okay? And take good
No,
care of
I will.
yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you so much.
welcome. Have a good one. Bye
You
bye.
okay? God
Bye.
bless. Thank
And
you
you
so
too.
much.
Amen. Bye
I wish you
bye.
well. Bye bye.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, that was so touching. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my God. That was quite a touching story. So now we're going to go to our next caller for the day, okay? Our next guest for the day, and we are going all the way to Europe. So somewhere in Europe, because this caller does not want to identify, he does not want anybody to know his location, but he just go by the name of Dele, okay? Hello, hello, Mr.
Hello,
Dele.
hello,
Oh,
Nasambe.
oh, this is Overcomers Connect, Miss Abby Ambeck. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fine. How you too? I'm good.
I am doing great. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you.
so please, what's your overcomer story that you would like to share with us today?
Oh, that's great. How, in fact, I thank you for the opportunity giving me to share my overcomers
Story.
overcomers story.
Thank you so much. I
It's
appreciate you reaching
yeah,
out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I've been in Europe for over 30 years. But you believe that 20 years out of the 30 years, over 30 years, but 20 years out of it, I was it was a sad experience, bitter experience I had.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. 20 years of it was I was just uh, living from one prison to another, from living in the train station for years, for some years in the train station, living from hand to mouth, not able to get my life. My life was terrible. I couldn't cope, you know. until I'm just trying to summarize everything for you because of time.
Okay, let me come in
Yeah.
here, Mr. Dele. So
Yeah.
you said you don't want to disclose your location, but you are somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
And then you
Exactly.
said you've been in Europe for 30 years.
Yeah.
Correct? And then in that 30 years, 20 out of it, you've been going through difficulties and challenges. Did you mention prison? I didn't hear that part
Different.
well.
Yeah. I spent almost 5 to 10 years in prison. After the
Okay.
prison, after spending some time in prison, when I came back, I couldn't get myself, I couldn't. I was just living in train station, in some public parks. I couldn't get my life.
Okay, so you were
My life was
homeless?
terrible.
After you came back from prison, you were homeless?
Homeless.
Oh, you became homeless.
Homeless.
Okay. How many years did you spend in prison, or how many times did you go to prison?
I spent 2 times. I was prison, but I spent close to 5 to 7 years in prison 2 times. Close to 5 to 7 years in prison.
You went to prison twice, and in each
Twice.
occasion, you were in prison for 7 years.
Yeah, which I couldn't. In fact.
So that means you went to prison 2 times, 7 years each, making it 14 years of imprisonment. Is that correct?
No, I spent 5 years in one prison, another 2 years in another prison.
Oh, okay.
7
okay,
years.
7 years. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Okay. Please, can you talk more clearly so that the viewers can hear you well?
Yeah, I was trying to manage my device. It even affects my health.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I was, So after then, when I came back from prison, I couldn't get my life back. So I was trying to struggle, living from one park, living in train station, bus station.
Okay.
I couldn't get my life. So it was until I got from one of what's it called, a pastor, a man of God. I got the revelation, got the revelation from him. He now told me that I should pretend as if I've died. You understand? I should tell the world, I should tell them that I've died. You understand? So that I can go and hide my identity, so that nobody will hear from me. I should put myself in a solitary place so that nobody will hear from me as if I've died.
Okay, Mr. Dele, sorry, let me come in again.
Yeah.
Let me come in so that we can follow this story up properly, okay? So yes, like you stated before, you said you went to prison twice. In each occasion, one was 5 years, and the other one was 2 years, correct? And then after which you came out, you became homeless. Moving from one place to another, you weren't having a fixed place to live and no job, nothing. Things were very hard and difficult and kind of really very challenging for you, correct?
Yeah,
and then after you were going through all this, you now met one of your friends who was still coming around, now gave you an advice, or you went somewhere and a man of God. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay,
from a crusade.
Okay, you went to a crusade. Okay.
Exactly.
And then you met a man of God who now gave you a revelation that you should call your family back home and tell them that you have died. Somebody should help you to call your family and tell them that you have died. You have passed on. Okay. Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So that I should remain nobody should know where I was. So that is the only solution that can liberate me from the ordeal. So which we tried to do. I tried to do it. It wasn't easy. So that they even did a funeral. They even did funeral for me.
they do
at,
your
in
family. So your friend help you to call your family to tell them you died, and they did funeral. They cried.
Yes,
Oh my
they
goodness.
did come funeral. They organized funeral for me.
Meanwhile, you are alive and in Europe.
Exactly. I was
Okay.
alive in Europe.
Okay.
I was alive in Europe.
Okay.
Because I believe that revelation from the man of God said that was the only solution. That would be the only solution.
The only
which I have to
solution
try.
was for you to pretend you were dead. Okay.
Exactly. So
Okay. So when you did that, what now happened, Mr. Dele? What now happened?
My life changed. My life started to change.
Okay.
You know, my life started to change. I was living, so I started getting myself back.
Okay.
You understand? So that you can, I started getting myself back to life. So since things happened to me, and I overcome it.
Okay.
I was, yes, that happened. I was good. So I was getting better.
Okay.
So I got my life back.
Okay.
But even till now, nobody know where I was back home. It wasn't easy, but nobody know. Only the friend that I trust, that only friend that I have, knows that I'm still alive.
Okay, so since you told them and you are pretending to be dead, so what has your life been?
Yeah.
Did you see changes? What now happened to you since that time?
Yes, I was trying to cope and helping my life back. I got work. You understand? I was working. I'm working now, and even when things are getting better for me, things are getting better. I'm getting better. You understand? So like my life, I got my life back. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. So now you are settled. So you think calling them and telling them that has helped you to settle in your life, both financially, mental health wise and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Yeah.
This is quite touching. Thank you so much. What's your advice to people who are watching you and maybe going through similar situation?
Thank you very much, Ms. Ambed. My advice is that when things happen to you, sometimes God wants to remove bad people, bad people away from. When God try you some kind of thing, when He removes some bad people, some bad friends or families from your life, you will think that God is doing bad to you, but He was trying to repair your life. He was trying to save you from bad life,
Yes.
Some injuries, kind of
yes.
Death or trauma, that can cause someone's life.
Yes.
So that you'll be able to. So don't look at it as if God is doing bad to you. So when some people are removed from your life, just know that it's the beginning of your success.
Okay.
So you don't think.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing this experience with us. Okay, and I appreciate you calling. Thank you. I wish you all the best, and I hope it works well for you. Have a good day. Bye bye. Bye. Oh my goodness, that was so touching. Someone has to actually pretend that they were dead just to be able to keep their life. They had to call a friend to call their family back home after 30 years of suffering. Well, I hope everything goes well for that caller, right? So folks, I think we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and please feel free to participate. You will see all my social media handles on screen. Email me if you want to participate. Send me your stories and I will get in contact with you, okay? I will reach out to you. So thank you all once again for your support. Thank you for watching, and I hope we've been able to learn one or two things from today's show. Until we'll see again, my lovelies, overcomers. God bless you all. And remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Don't forget to stop the stoppers before they stop here. I'll see you all again. Peace.